Good days for some teams and bad days for others. Here's the highlights from day 2 of the F1 testing in Bahrain. It was a day of issues for some teams on track today, including Red Bull. Isaac Hadjar was only able to do one run in the first session because of issues with his car. He was able to do more running during the afternoon session though, ending up finishing 5th on the table, which is not far behind Max Verstappen's 2nd from yesterday. Sergio Perez stopped on track just 10 minutes into the morning session, causing a red flag, but was able to rejoin the testing later on in the day. And then in the afternoon, when his teammate Valtteri Bottas took over, he also caused a red flag when one of the mirrors came flying off of his car. And it's not looking good for Alpine. 2 days in a row of issues with their car. Today, Pierre Gasly stopped on track at turn 1, not long after Valtteri Bottas's red flag, which then caused another red flag, and he did not rejoin the session, so it must have been an issue that was not a quick fix. Issues with the Mercedes power unit during the first session meant that Kimi Antonelli was only able to do 3 laps around the track. The power unit was then replaced during the break, and George Russell was able to do some more running in the afternoon session. But across the first 2 days of testing, it means that Kimi Antonelli has hardly had any runs in that car due to many issues with it. The power unit for Mercedes was not something that people thought was going to be a problem this early on, especially there's a lot of customer teams with the Mercedes power unit this year, so some early concerns for that. All of the drivers continued to get a feel of what it might be like to race in these cars this year. A lot of on-track action, a few overtakes here and there. Towards the end of the morning session, Lando Norris did cause a surprise when he stopped at the end of the pit lane and his car had to be wheeled back into the garage. If we have a look at the final lap times of the day, you can see that Leclerc was in first in the Ferrari, Lando Norris second in the McLaren, and a surprise third for Ollie Behrman in the Haas. They've had a very good 2 days of testing so far. Are they ones to watch this year? From what we've seen so far in testing, it's looking like it might be a very competitive season. There's not much in it between the cars. People are worried about Mercedes. They've had engine issues. People are surprised that Haas is up as high as they are, and the midfield is looking stronger than it has ever been, but it's only been 2 days of testing. We've still got another day tomorrow, more days next week before that first race in Australia, so we'll have to wait and see. And that's pretty much a roundup of what took place during day 2 of testing. There was one more thing. Keanu Reeves showed up because, well, why not? Join me again tomorrow for a roundup of day 3 of F1 testing in Bahrain, and don't forget to subscribe to The Benchmark for all of your F1 content needs. And I'll be back tomorrow.